Good day everybody, this is Justin from the RCN Coffee YouTube channel and Facebook page. As always, please support us by subscribing to the YouTube channel, hit the notification button, and join us on Facebook. Today we'll talk about a vehicle that is very different from what we usually feature on the channel. That is a refreshing take on remote control vehicles, in my humble opinion, and one of the most important vehicle of 2020, again, in my humble opinion. The reason being, it's a vehicle that is that defies the price logic that we've seen so far in terms of quality, in terms of features. Without further ado, this is the D12 from WPL. I'm showing the box because it has to be seen. WPL has gone a long way with regards to the quality of their products, the quality of the presentation. So this vehicle comes in this small box, which is very reminiscent of Cross RC in a sense that they use very small box that are very well packed. Again, a choice of a sign of quality. And the vehicle itself is well packed in this plastic box there. It comes ready to run with a transmitter, a battery, and the additional accessories are separate in a relatively thick plastic bag here. The manual is a sheet of paper, but then again, you really don't need more. I was able to get this vehicle during Black Friday. I think I paid $38 Canadian, by the way, for that, which is, I believe, unheard of for the level of quality that you get. It comes with a full interior, lights, it is rear-wheel drive, shocks, independent suspension at the front. It's a very impressive setup. The quality actually starts with the transmitter. It's a rubbery-looking plastic, which you usually find in higher-end remotes. You see a bit of that on the FlySky GT5 actually. So that's very impressive, and it's got different rates in order to have a steeper steering angle, a more aggressive steering angle, or a less aggressive steering angle, because this vehicle is rear-wheel drive, and the intent, the assumed intent from the company, I should say, is that this vehicle is going to be used as a drifting platform, which happens to be the case. Most of the conversions have been done for that. The quality doesn't stop there. It has been applied to the rig itself. The quality of the paint is very impressive. It feels thick. Often when I buy already painted hard bodies or very cheap vehicles online, the quality of the paint is the first thing to go. None in this case. You can have that in a bunch of iterations. It used to be white, such as this guy, gray, but I believe you can get a yellow as well on AliExpress. This particular unit was purchased from Asia Tees. As I said, full interior with high quality plastic. It is slightly textured and the level of detail is very impressive. The outside plastic components are actually slightly rubberized. You can see that with the wipers there, which is a good thing because those are places that you're going to be hitting and you want a bit of flex in order not to break. The suspensions are interesting. The setup is interesting. It's basically, it's an independent suspension at the front, which has a torsion bar. So there's no fluid whatsoever. Keeps it nice and simple. But what's impressive is the amount of travel that it has compared to the rear. The rear has less travel and it's a leaf spring setup. It makes a lot of sense because, again, if you're going to be drifting this vehicle, you want to have a little more travel at the front to be able to transfer the masses and be able to control that rear. The rear differential is made out of plastic from the outside, but the gears are metal, so that's very impressive. The drive shaft, however, is made out of plastic. Something interesting, the tires are actually sleeves over a plastic rim. They can be changed for drift versions, but in my case, I actually want to use this for what it is in real life. I am a fan of scale vehicles, as you guys may know. I want to use this as a little truck to carry tiny little weights, and what I'm going to be looking at is changing the rear tires for more aggressive ones. You can find some at AliExpress. I'm not going to call them off-road, but more aggressive versions of the same tires so that I can get to keep the rim. Something that I've noticed, when pushed too hard, and again, it's not designed to be pushed hard, but this vehicle tends to overheat and you can easily burn the motor. We've seen that on a bunch of videos online. Again, it's 38 Canadian dollars or maybe 50 bucks in its normal price. It's not designed to be a performer. But if I'm going to be carrying stuff on the rear bed, I would like to see if I can either upgrade the motor or better, I would like to see if I can fit a reduction gear, a planetary gear, before the motor in order to have a reduction. So this vehicle will be very slow, but then again, it'll be driving on a very scale, and that's the look that I'm going for. If you want to turn this into a drift car, you just have to change the receiver for something that has a gyro. You may want to you want actually to have that extra level of control, especially this being a rear-wheel drive car. It'll make this work much better. What's good call from WPL. The accessories are in a separate box, so the quality control again has been thought of. There's no almost no risk of having a broken rig when it comes out the box, thanks to these wise measures. The battery is a 7.4 volt. It's a very, very small battery there, and it fits right under the tire there. So basically, this is actually a latch. You open that up and you get to slid the battery. So needless to say, your battery choice is limited. I'm sure that users will come up with a way to put in a tiny light or something like that. But then again, I don't think this truck really needs a whole lot of power. It's got tiny gears. The drivetrain may not be able to take much more than that. So overall, fantastic truck. By far the best value in any vehicle that I've seen so far. It's a 1/10 scale, and frankly, I love this little truck. I'll keep you posted of the modifications that I'll be coming up with, but definitely something to get. Even if you want a child to get into RC, definitely a great starter vehicle. The level of detail is very pleasing to see, and it's a refreshing take in a world that is oftentimes overly expensive. I think it's good that the attention gets shifted into something that's a little more affordable and that most people can buy. So that's it for the D12 from WPL. Thank you.